Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be comparing the large Dior Book Tote with the small Dior Book Tote. This is my most recent and my third book tote. This is the small Jouy book tote in the navy color. This was my first one that I unboxed. This is definitely my favorite print. I have the matching Dior Jouy Mitza also in navy, and on the other side it has the stripes. I also recently compared this book tote with the Louis Vuitton On The Go tote because these are probably more comparable in size. This is the large. The small book tote is probably closer in size to the Neverfull MM. What's great about this is that, I mentioned this in my other video comparing this to the On The Go, the handles are the same size, whether it's the small or the large. You can see right here, it has the same handle strap drop. So you can see the strap drop is the same for both. I do have the Samorga tote, the Samorga organizer inside. This is the same one. They're both in the eggshell color. It has the zipper opening. So this is unzipped. And then this one, this is what it looks like zipped. But yeah, this is just such a game changer because it turns what is an open, completely even unlined book tote to a more usable, you know, maybe safer bag to carry around because now it's not open on the top. And the zipper is removable. I'll link the bag organizers below, and then you can use my code A Heated Mess for 20% off. But these are just so essential to any tote bag. I always have a bag organizer with a zipper top. What's great about this is this can go over the shoulder. Now it's not full, and I mentioned before that if you do fill it up all the way to the top, this probably would become uncomfortable to wear because you can see the handle kind of comes off a little bit. And then this is the small. Oh, so pretty. So yeah, so this is still very comfortable to wear because it's the same length, the shoulder, because the handles are the same length, they kind of still fit very comfortably under the arm. But again, just like with this one, if you fill this full right in here, it will kind of become uncomfortable to wear under the arm. I wouldn't say that I don't recommend filling it. You can certainly fill this to the top. However, again, you wouldn't be able to wear it comfortably in the arm. And so you probably would just be able to put it, you know, wear it on your arms like this, or just kind of hand carry. By the way, I got this dress. I'm like obsessed with this Totes print. I had another dress that I wore in my other unboxing video. This is full length. You can see the skirt here. But yeah, so this is it. Skirt is very, very long. So here's the skirt. I will post a link to this dress below. Just to eyeball it. This is it lined up on the bottom corners and the side. This is how much is an overlap on top and then on the side. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And I can do the exact measurements. Measuring from the top to the bottom, about 14 inches tall and then about 17 inches across. Now the strap drop, let's just measure the strap drop from the top to the top of the bag, is about 7 inches, so just shy of 7 inches. Now the small book tote, again, it's just shy of 7 inches, so it's the same. So the strap drop of the rolled handles for both the small and the large book tote are the same. The length, 14.5 inches long, and then about 11 inches in height. So not that small. It's still, again, this is it on the shoulder, and this is the large book tote. And so now just to compare how they carry. This is my Neverfull MM. This is my, it's a World Tour Neverfull MM. And honestly, I don't really find I find that the shoulder straps on this are probably about as comfortable as this. Maybe a little more comfortable, but the strap drop isn't that much longer on this tote bag, which is why I don't often reach for the Neverfull What I love about the On The Go tote is the shoulder straps are a lot longer, and so it's just easier for me to carry this and use this for work. So for me, this is a lot more practical as an everyday work bag, and this is what I've been using for work every day. So that is how it carries, and that's where it sits. So again, this is the small book tote. This is the On The Go GM. I don't have the MM, and from my understanding, the MM, it also the shoulder straps on the MM are shorter. So whereas the large and the small book tote, the shoulder straps are the same. So this would fit on my arm the same way. The On The Go tote in the GM, the shoulder strap is a lot longer than the MM. And I'll post a picture from, I believe her name is Pavlina Rodeo. She's a sales rep at the LV Rodeo boutique. She posted pictures of her carrying she posted pictures of herself carrying the On The Go MM and the GM. And the MM, the straps are just, for me personally, they're too small. They're too short for me. So that's what I love about the GM. So that's how that fits in the comparison. So you can see, so if you watch my other video where I compared the On The Go GM tote bag to the large book tote, the large book tote is a little bit taller than the On The Go. So this is a side by side of both. So this is the biggest of the three, and then you have the On The Go. And so just to compare the two, so obviously because this is the small book tote, the On The Go GM is bigger. And I don't have the MM, but the MM is probably a lot more comparable in size to the small book tote. So that's the overlap for the GM on the top and a bit on the side there. So not that much bigger, but yeah. So that is the book tote. Cut in here real quick and show you that the book totes can also carry laptops, which is great. And they actually can also carry it even with the Samorga bag organizer inside. Now, the small book tote can't fit a 15-inch laptop, unfortunately. It can fit my 13-inch MacBook Air. So I have my MacBook Air right here. It can fit the laptop on the side here. So it slides right here on the side of the organizer, and then it can still zip closed and fit everything else inside. So I think that's great. It does make it a little heavy, but you know, it's not too bad. And that's why, by the way, that's why I did get the MacBook Air, because I wanted to be able to carry it around, you know, even in my kind of smaller bags. This is a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and unfortunately this doesn't fit in here. I mean, actually, you know, it actually can fit sideways or, you know, at an angle, but I wouldn't, I don't advise doing that, and I wouldn't do that. This does fit in my regular size book tote. So that is the 15-inch MacBook in the large book tote. And it does fit in the Samorga bag organizer. This is the water bottle pocket on the side. So there we go. So this is probably more usable if you do intend on carrying, if you have a larger laptop that wouldn't fit in the small book tote, but the small book tote can still fit a MacBook Air. So I hope you found this quick comparison helpful. I will do another video showing how they pack inside and to show how much they carry. Again, I was planning on going on a trip and bringing this as my carry-on bag. However, that because of everything that's been going on, that trip has been canceled. But I will show how I typically pack this bag. And this, now that I just got this, I will also do a what's in my bag for the small book tote. But this was just a quick comparison to show the small and the large book totes, how they compare to each other, and also the On The Go GM tote bag and the Neverfull MM. This is the newest. This is my favorite so far. So yeah, so I hope you found that helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.